I got many registration. It's just people spend a lot of their time coming and, registering, putting the email address, do an email activation later, go to the dashboard, and then that's it. They stop. They don't do anything anymore. And that's a very big common problem with many companies, I think, because, in the end, we need the user to do something in the system, to start a campaign, do something, because the user won't pay us if they don't get any value. And I think that a lot of the users, especially with SaaS B2B dashboard, they come inside and then it's like, wow, it's like a big shock. There's so many menu items, so many stuff to do. It's just a tool. I don't know what to do with this tool. And they lose motivation very fast. Basically, they don't do anything. They just register. And I think was like that in Linvo. When I checked it, maybe 80% of the people just registered and never do anything, which is crazy when you think about it, because they spend so much time in registering and in the end, nothing. So there are a few options, like few things that you can do to actually make them do something and be active in the system and might pay you. And you need to understand, need to remember that basically SaaS tools are tools, and tools are not strategy. They're just letting you to do something. And if you don't know what strategy you can do, you can't do anything with a tool. So the most important thing, I think, is first, before they even register, maybe in some way onboard them. It can be videos, tutorial on how to do something, so they can come to the system with a little bit more of intent. So they not just coming because they just registered and because of your nice headline over your website. So a video, a text, something inside your onboarding process would be amazing. And then there's the second thing, is that, okay, they finish the registration, the activation, they spend a lot of time, and now they need to do something. But they went to the dashboard, and it's really overwhelming. You have so many categories, so many stuff. So what you should click, what you should do. And then there's like a few things that people do. The first one is the tips. You go into the dashboard and then you have tips everywhere. Click here to do like that, click here to do like that, click here to do like that. And it's there's big SaaS companies such as Pendo, which are solving this kind of problem. They're trying to give people this kind of a tips on what to do. Personally, I think that's very annoying. I don't like this kind of tips. I always do skip. But what I would suggest usually is to think like, okay, have this section, this section, this section, and this section. But in the end, you go through the sections and you click on this section and you do something in order to do something in another section. Then you click there to do something in another section. So I would usually suggest to merge all of them together to basically create an onboarding wizard where you can just, the onboarding wizard. It's very basic usually. You don't have all the functionality, but you complete the entire wizard, and that's it. You finished. You are now created whatever you need to do inside of your program. I'll give you an example. In Linvo, you have this whole thing that in one place you need to create users and to add them to the system, and then in another place, after you've done that, you need to go and create your first workflow. And then inside a workflow, you need to add all the section of this, go this, and go this, and go this. I've never done that, but probably the best way to go would be to merge everything into one thing. So, for example, you have, first of all, adding a user inside the wizard. And then the second step can just let you to create a basic workflow. It will already have templates inside, so you don't need to create a template. I give you the template and you just select the user that you want, click finish, and that's it. And you start working. And this is make for the user everything so easy. So I would definitely suggest doing that and not just letting people just figure out what to do. So that's it for today, and see you tomorrow.